Hello everyone, welcome back. Okay, what is going on with this thing? Okay, why is there no audio coming through? Match output, color space, buffering, output. Wait, what? Okay, what the heck? Okay, why is rotation, hardware, custom audio device? Okay, there we go. Web, USB audio. Is that? There we go. Okay, there we go. Now it's working. Okay, don't know why that wasn't working. What was the mistake that was made? What was the mistake? I'm concerned. Okay, for some reason, like the audio is not being input into this. The audio is not being input. Okay. Hello, Jared. How do you do today? How are you doing, Jared? Alright, I can do absolutely jack squat damage to this thing. Oh, right. I can't really do any damage to you. But yeah, I saw. I saw that Toyota made the Miraidon mode. Like, honestly, I'm surprised that no one did it before. Oh yeah, for those who don't know, there's Toyota literally made a motorcycle that literally is just Miraidon. If I had the money, I would buy that. Because that's just absolutely top tier right there. Like, it works. It's literally a motorcycle. It works. It absolutely worked. I love it. But how is everyone doing today? How is everybody doing today? Hope you are all doing well today. Why the freak are we getting so many Are we getting so many frame drops? Why the freak are we getting so many frame drops? I literally... What the hell is going on with this? Why is the entire why is my PC literally just freaking out right now? Like, I went through this yesterday. It should not be freaking out this much. Do I need to go through? I need to re-drop the bitrate again? Hey, Xanders! Thank you very... Oh, crap, I forgot to go. Everything is just freaking out with this thing. Okay, let me fix that. Sorry about that. Thank you, guys. There we go. That should be good in case anything happens again. Oh, Jade, what happened? What happened, Jade? You've done worse. You've very much done worse, James. But thank you very much, Sanders, for the membership. Thank you, guys. You guys are the ones that make all of this stuff possible. Thank you, guys. Yeah, 9 months? I remember. It's been 9 months, I think, since... Yeah, it's been, like, what, 9 months since the collab with Timmy. It could... Yeah, I think it's been 9 months since the, versus Solus with Timmy B. While ago. Oh yeah, I remember that one. I do remember that one. Okay, there we go. Yeah, okay, everything's... Okay, maybe it's just Discord going on. We got 4 people are in the chat. James, Jade, and... I mean, there's technically like 9 people watching or something like that. There's a lot of people watching. There are several viewers. What? Oh no, Jade is Melon Milo Tech. Jade is the Milo Tech. Oh, it's a Klefki, that's what that one is. It's a Klefki. I got heat, hey. Okay, you know that, what? But I mean, I don't know, James. I mean, I guess all the J names. But it needs host J. That's I think what Jade is trying to point out, James. My first name starts with a J. Now that I got it, just look. It is all J names. Everything is just J's. There is only J's. I think it should be. Yeah, it should be myself. Why is everyone a J? Boba Fett. Why not? Wobble. Yeah. No, no, it doesn't. And Jared knows. Jared knows me IRL, so Jared can vouch for it. Actually, oh, Light Screen actually pretty good on this. Oh, come on, double screens. I mean, it's completely useless for Reflect against Jolteon, because Jolteon has no physical moves. But I thought, it's a neat thought. Yeah, helping hands up. Back squat, nothing. Yeah. No, it is not. Jade. I have deliberately been trying to lose weight, so the gluteus shrinks. Alright? You don't need to be reminded of that, James. I have specifically been trying to lose weight for that exact purpose, Jade. Okay, I forgot how much the little bit of the I forgot how much. I forgot how much my face cam not fully being like able to block out the last bit of the overview thing, the whole health bar thing, kind of vaguely bothers me. There we go. Slightly adjust that, so now it's a few pixels, but like it now no longer will bother me. Wait, everyone's a J. J is the 10th letter of the alphabet. Gen 10. Yes, the J region. The region of the J's. There is all J's all the time. There is only J's. There is only J's. There is only J. I am not going to be doing that. Good. The left one gets swapped out. But how is everybody doing today? Hope you are all doing well. We hope you are all doing delightfully well today. Let's see, is this replay for work? The only Pokemon is known as the Unknown J. Unown J. Remember, it's called Unown because you want to unown it. Yes, exactly. Gen 10. I mean, again, it's the copium. Like, the fact that on the Pokemon Leaf subreddit, I went and I basically said, so are we gonna just kind of take a second to step back and realize that leakers were entirely wrong in this entire direct? And the thing is, it actually got like 60-something upvotes, which is like, you know what? People on the leak Reddit are actually like realizing leakers are full of shit. Like, yes! They've always been full of crap. It is now they're aware of it. I mean, now the thing is gonna leave it anyway. Delete the ice cream cone. Even though it's not actually ice cream, it's actually just basically a ball of ice that the snow is used to. It actually isn't ice cream. No, I believe that's Garbodor. Actually, no, that's muck that stinks. Because it's muck. It's that Gen 1 stuff. Well, then again, Gen 1 is right next to Gen 1 is right next to Gen 1. So Gen 1 is right next to Sorbet. Yes, exactly. Sorbet. I don't want some had sorbet. I don't want some of the sherbet. Nah, not gonna take it. Well, I mean, not a great lineup we have going into the LATIAS fight, but hey, I want to keep the Dark type is quite good. Dorby. Yo, why the freak are we getting frame drops? Why are we getting frame drops? It's like, I went through and I fixed my settings. I'm gonna need to go do the bit rate. I'm gonna need to go adjust the bit rates again. Is OBS continuing to mess with bit rates again and again? I'm actually eating some Nick's Swedish ice cream right now. No idea what that even means. What's the oh yeah, helping hand, right? Oh nice, critical hit, that's fun. You can use crits. The good thing is when we need to debuff the LATIAS and Oblivion and destroy it. They also help. That's really beneficial. So I'm the only, like, literally I'm the only one that's doing damage this turn. That's fine. That's fine. Right. I don't, like, Jade, I don't have DMs open because it's causing frame drops. That's the reason I don't have it open. I can go check right now. But we are guaranteed to be in the playoffs for the UNPL, ladies and gentlemen. So you're going to want to tune into this weekend's episode of the UNPL. I approve of that, Jade. I heavily approve of that meme format. Hello, Jade. How do you do? Not Jade. Hello, Rosie. How do you do? I literally already had my EVL playoffs match. Yes. I've been in playoffs. I've literally already had my playoff match for the EVL. Yes, I am guaranteed in playoffs. I told you, you're smart like a cattle. What the freak does that even mean? Just elaborate on what the freak that means, Jared. I don't understand. Just please explain. I will refrain on my remarks about cats. The funny thing is, despite my college mascot being a cat, I don't care for them. I don't care for cats. I mean, cats have never liked me. Cats literally have this, like, homing signal of disdain on me, where all cats in, like, a 5-mile radius just have a passionate disdain and hatred for me. You can say, you know, oh, the cat loves everyone. It's like, no, they will hate me. It is a genuine talent. Get debuff, nerd. Get debuff, nerd. I mean, you purged the debuff, but we still go boosting anyway. Still buff anyway. That's why we go for max snarl. You can't debuff us anymore. You can't debuff us if we're not using physical moves. So get wrecked. We're immune! Oh no, trying to get us to eat food that almost hit us. I had to go translate. That is one of... Jared, can you send me what it translates to? Because I'm very curious. I must know what this means. I must understand what the meaning of this slogan is. I must. Thank you for the lurks, Rosie. Thank you very, very, very much for the lurks, Rosie. Meta Lila would probably hate you. There's a lot of people. I mean, cats hate. I mean, again, cats hate me. They all intrinsically disdain me. Which is, again, why I am a dog person. Doggos are bestest. Doggos are best. Move that little picture right there. There we go. No shiny Clefairy. No shiny Jolteon. No shiny Vanillish. No shiny Latias, because shiny Latias doesn't exist, ladies and gentlemen. Shiny Latias does not exist. So we are over odds. We gotta put we are over odds on Latias in here. Okay, through the list. Well then! I mean, that's gotta be some good ice cream if that's the case. Then again, what, they're Swedish? You know, I could imagine that. They're Swedish.
Hey Jade, remind me how long it took you to get shiny Rayquaza? I thought so.
We are opening the Dynamax Adventures for anyone else who would like to join in the Dynamax Adventures.
Then don't bring up my failure to acquire shinies in a timely manner, Jade. Because I can immediately fire back with anything. See? I win.
I'm not mean, Jade. I'm technically correct. There is a difference. What the frick is that GIF you sent, Jade? That is incredibly cursed. So Jade, what you're saying is... So what you're saying... Like, Falcon and Winter Soldier... So many great memes. The meme potential of that series is one of the few things that Disney actually made with the superhero stuff on Disney Plus. Why would they put Mentos in the Pepsi? That's just stupid. Like, it's funny, but it's just like it's absolute stupidity. Just why? I have several questions of what possessed them to do such absolute stupidity. You could indeed call it a skill issue. It's like putting Mentos in a Pepsi bottle and then having the thing explode on you. It's like, why? Then again, old people don't know about that because they don't watch memes. They don't understand the memes. Fire Ant Leader's greatest enemy? I don't understand, Jade. I don't understand. Coca-Cola. I'm stealing that Coca-Cola one. That was ideal. Hey, Emerald, how you doing? I'm doing well. Sprite doesn't exist anymore. Oh no, Sierra Mist doesn't exist anymore. That's what it is. I'm sad Sierra Mist doesn't exist anymore. That stuff was great. Oh, we're just over odds on shiny Latias hunting. Ooh. Vanilla. Do not take the Atari. Atari is terrible. Wow. Wow. Starry is not the best, Jade. That is copium right there. That is absolute copium. Oh, the cloud bird. The vile cloud bird that must be destroyed. That vile, vile bird. Ooh, you know what? We go for the Octillery. All right. Stefan, I want you to take the Octillery when we get to it. You'll be able to join the next one, Trainer Emerald. You'll be able to join the next one. I want you to take the Octillery because of Acid Spray. Rowlet. I do love that Rowlet. I do love that Rowlet gift. It's such a good one. Jade, you were always insane. Like that was always the reality of the situation. You just didn't realize it until now. You simply failed to realize it. Rowlet gifts are a gift to mankind. They are a gift. We are truly in. Exactly. Everyone is crazy in their own ways. I do love that one, the Rowlet Litten one. I do love that one. That one's great. Again, memes, the DNA of the soul. Memes. Again. You know, my computer may actually be strong enough to play Metal Gear Rising Revengeance. Yeah. My PC may actually be strong enough to play Metal Gear Rising Revengeance. So that is in the cards. That is in the cards. That is on the list. Yes. Oh yeah, I need to send you. Also, actually, wait. It'll be very topical coming. It's a very topical game. It's an extremely topical game. He plays the football. He played the football. Go for this. No! No, I do not. I enjoy eating burger. I will take the lorb. We will acquire the lorb. We will ponder the lorb. Again, the memes are great. You know, Jade, I need to send you the character's full speech. Cause like that speech is great in that game. Oh, Sir Senator Armstrong. The Senator Armstrong memes are great. Like, Metal Gear Rising Revengeance, that game, it just hits different. I love it. We are talking about the memes. The DNA of the soul. Yelly face waving at him. Hello, Mudkip, how do you do? For once, Marax is actually not being a complete bot. Even though it is a bot 99% of the time. Like, Maractus is a bot. But occasionally it does well. Ooh, that was a crit. Fun. Fun. I'm gonna save that clip. We do a little saving. Save the clip. I could go for another bronze calamari. I need to send you, like, half the music tracks from Metal Gear Rising, because those are my battle prep music. I listen to those as I, like, do battle prepping for Pokemon stuffs. I'm good without it. Like, that Scald is, like, the best thing in the world. I mean, that's called Acid Spray is one of the best things in the world. Ooh, and we go for Kadabra. It's gonna be great. It's gonna be great. Everyone's shaking this path. We go this path. Let's go. Also, Dave, hopping in for some Dynamax Adventure Battle support. Goodbye, good night, AI husband. You're sounding like Sly Man of Boomer Guy. You're sounding like the Boomer. Which is not a good thing. It is not good to sound like the Boomer Man. Why are you mad at me, Mudkip? What did I do? What did I do wrong? What did I do? What did I do other than just exist? I simply exist. I'm more of a simp for him. More simp than him. No one is a bigger simp than him, Jade. No one is. That is an impossibility. That is not possible. It is simply not a possibility. SOS, okay. There have been complications with the Hades things, Mudkip. Okay? There have been complications. It will be happening again soon. Don't worry. There will be more of them. There will be more. Hey. I need to be able to beat Sly in the EBL, Mudkip. Do you want the simp to win? Again. I am the only one that can stop the simp. Do you truly want the simp to say he won a thing of the EBL? So I know I don't want him to win. I know I do not want to allow the simp to win. Wow. I see where your loyalties lie, Mudkip. I see where they lie now. Well, don't worry. We will be doing more. We will be doing more of them. Potentially tonight. Well, actually, no problem. Potentially tomorrow. Potentially tomorrow. Yeah, just use acid spray. Lord. Breathe. Please. Acid spray. Acid spray. Next turn, the thing should be gone. Just use Skitter Smack next turn. Because we overspeed you. So there's no point in going for those. Hello there, Oma. How do you do today? How are you doing? Are you doing better today, Omar? Hopefully we'll be busy tomorrow. Okay. Weekends probably would be better. All right, big run. Wait, big run's tomorrow? Big run's tomorrow? I never paid attention to the dates. I'm gonna be visiting, telling Christian and Sly they're dumb during their streams tomorrow. Fair enough. Well, I mean, we know Sly is. I'm glad you're doing well, Omar. I'm glad you're doing well. Dynamax time. Don't need to waste that extra time. Glad you are doing well. Which means I need to go charge up the controller. Wow, that entire reflect is completely useless. Okay, fine, go pure psychic. It doesn't help us. It doesn't help you at all. It doesn't help you at all, LATIAS. Exclude. Redeemed. Oh, that's out. Wow! Slivers. Holding on by a freaking sliver. Okay, we are getting ridiculous amounts of frame drops right now, and I don't know why. I'm gonna need to go in and adjust my bit rate. Once again, it just keep happening. Let me go drop the bit rate again. You know, okay, I don't know why the bit rate is a problem. Might be my fault. I sent it to you. No. Discord is closed on the PC. Discord on the PC is entirely closed. So it shouldn't be affecting it. So that I don't know why. Hey Ahsoka, it's been a while. How have you been? Dio's bizarre Nuzlocke of Violet is unplayable. And okay, and I like that one. I like that meme you sent, Jake. Do you want to know what I think is getting better? Sure. Jack Black is going back to Minecraft. Prepare for the 4. I don't want to brag, but it's. Wait, is there? Oh yeah, right. There is another Kung Fu Panda movie. I don't think that there's going to be too many things getting new megas, because it's unlikely the megas are going to be added back into the mainline games. Because, like, it's very unlikely megas are going to be a permanent fixture. Likely we're only going to be getting megas as a returning thing in just the Kalos remakes and the Generation 7 remakes when they're a thing. Which it would be a bit weird if they do add in new megas, and then it'd be weird if they add in megas for like a spin-off, and then they just go away immediately with no online battling. It wouldn't really make sense. Well, the thing is, regional forms wouldn't really make sense because it's set like 150 years ago. Now it's like at the very least, with like the idea of the Hisuian forms, Japan was relatively underdeveloped. Like that area of Japan was relatively undeveloped, and then, you know, development kind of went into overtime there, and then they kind of forced everything to go away. But like Europe was very heavily developed at that time. So regional variants wouldn't really make sense. I was expecting it to be his role in becoming Minecraft movie, and then they left the hook with the Kung Fu Panda 4 hashtag. Which means something's gonna happen in the city, the development plan. Happen to the city. Well, they say it's specifically urban redevelopment. Because in the 1850s, in IRL time, which is what they are basing a lot of these games on, there actually was the Paris Reconstruction Project. Comes the game again, the Blood Moon Ursa Luna. Well, Blood Moon Ursa Luna was added. Blood Moon Ursa Luna is not. Blood Moon Ursaluna is not in Hisui. It also isn't another a branched evolution. It's its own separate. It's like Battle Bond Greninja. It's like its own separate thing from the rest of the family line. It's very, very weird. It's a very strange thing. Yeah, but it might be that stuff. Ah, so you mean cryptid forms. Yeah, there's a weird bitrate problem, Fuecoco. I've been noticing that's been happening, and I need to fix it afterwards, because there's this weird thing of us getting frame drops, and I don't know why. I don't understand why it keeps happening. Because we solved this issue like 3 months ago, and now it's back. So I guess we gotta just drop the bitrate by, like, what, 1,000 kilobytes or something? Kilobits or something? I'm just gonna drop the bitrate again. Yeah, I could see possible cryptid variants. Like, I could see, like, a Beast of Gévaudan form of, like, Lycanroc or something. But not, like, a Mega Hydreigon. I don't know, I think that'd be a bit weird. Game Ursaluna from all the time ago. Well, no, they say it is an Ursaluna that just migrated over there and developed new adaptations. Yeah, they did say that it is an Ursaluna that just developed differently. Because it moved to a different area. But it was meant, like, but it's also implied, like, that is a singular specific anomaly. Like, like, Blood Moon Ursaluna is the only one of that kind. It's not like it's a species. It's like a singular aberrant individual. Yeah, I know. They're originally from Hisui, and then that one specific one moved into Kitakami. I did the Blood Moon Beast side quest. I like that side quest. It's neat. But that's what I mean. Like, that is one aberrant individual. You know, it is the only one of that kind. Sort of like how Battle Bond Greninja is, like, the only one of its kind. AJ. I'm doing well. This might end up being a bit of a shorter one than usual, because we are getting some frame issues, and I need to fix this, because I don't like when the stream doesn't work well. Of course. You know what? AI bots actually picked up a good thing. Okay. We need to make sure Peonia doesn't get rid of that thing. So, Stefan. You switch out every time. Okay, what are we gonna do? Okay. So here's what we do. Here's what we do. Dan and, so Emerald Trainer and Stefan. I want you guys to switch out everything. Switch out every round. I want... Stefan, I want you to keep... I want you to take and keep the Grimmsnarl. And then I want Emerald to take the Sea King, and then switch the Sea King out for the Jinx. I want to keep the Rabambi. The Rabambi is good. Rabambi is very good. Will it be okay again? I don't think we're getting sent back in time in this game. I don't think we're getting descent into the Oblivion Past. Which also, which, can we just take a second to despair over the fact that Ingo is dead? Canonically, Ingo is dead. Ingo is sent 200 years into the past. He is gone. Ingo does not exist anymore. The battle subway is gone. Like, officially, they have ended the battle subway. So just remember that, ladies and gentlemen. Anytime You think how good the Legends games are. They have canonically ended the Battle Subway because of Legends Arceus. They destroyed the second best battle facility system in the series. No, it is the past. It is in the past. The next Legends game is the past. Remember, the entire thing was set up in that old architectural hand-drawn styling. The little laser outline thing is a mythology gag. Holograms and all that stuff. Yes, that is what Lumio City is today. This is going back to when Lumio City was rebuilt. The future seems to be in the future. Yeah, it had the blueprints of the city hand drawn. My brother in RKS, the game as you catch Dialga, you may send him back. The thing is, in the original plot of Legends Arceus, that's what was going to happen. You were going to go back to the future. And they axed all of it. They cut all of it out. So canonically, he is still in limbo. Buddy is still in the past. Unfortunately, Buddy is still in the past. But yeah, no, it's... The trailer shows everything in those, like, hologram wireframe design things. But it starts and ends on hand-drawn architectural blueprints. And it specifically says Lumio City Urban Redevelopment Project, when historically in 1850s, there actually was a reconstruction of Paris. Which more likely seems to be the case, because the Legends moniker is the games that are not modern set. They actually are using kind of all forms too, and now we're getting a Pokemon League. I still don't know if we're gonna get alt forms of them, because remember, they said the entire game is set inside Lumio City. An entire thing, the 1850s will have a thing. No! No! No, Legends Arceus took place in the early 1800s. Legends Arceus was like early 1800s. It's about 40 years after Legends Arceus takes place, is what this would take place in. Remember, Legends Arceus is Edo period Japan, which was like late 1600s, early 1800s. And a lot of things suggest it was the tail end of that, just based on technology. I hope. So I would like to be able to reset for a 0-speed IV Volcanion, even though Volcanion is never going to be legal in VGC. Well, no, they're never going to let Mystical be legal in VGC. Series 12 Sword and Shield was an anomaly. Yes. Edo period Japan ended in the early 1800s. That is before Paris, the conductor thing. That still falls in line with it. You bet the main story is Lumio City. I mean, they said the whole game takes place inside the city. They said the entire game takes place inside of Lumio City. I mean, the holograms of me and Brother Arceus. Yeah, city. But the entire thing is 1850s. Is a lot further back later. Well, no. Legends Arceus takes place further back than 1850s. That's the thing. I mean, the 3DS has made it look small. That's how it was for any Pokemon Legends game. Well, if they keep it how it wasn't legendary, you won't be able to have the IVs. Yes, but the thing is, there's basically a chance of getting it, but it just reset thing over and over again. They could be pulling a. The internet. See, that's what I think it could possibly be, but until we get further confirmation, we don't know. You're saying that a samurai from the Edo period Japan could have done a fact machine who's good for an Abraham. Yes! Yes, that was theoretically possible. That is exactly something that could have existed. Well, then, wait, wasn't the Revolutionary, wasn't the Civil War, like, a lot later than that? I don't quite think that would have been possible. But again, Edo period ended, I think, like, in 1820s. Edo, Japan. Let me check this. They weren't because they feel isolated. Yes, exactly. They weren't because they're still isolated. Yeah, because on Telegram, yes. And technically, by the 1850s. Yeah. That was a little bit after Edo period ended. Which is where, again, Edo period Japan is where... Yeah. Edo period is... Oh, 1868. Okay. But again, that was late Edo period, which that was when Western influence started to get a thing. Let's go check. Let's go check. Yes, this is history Pokemon world. Everything. It briefly overlapped. It briefly overlapped. But the implications are sort of like the early 1800s for Legends Arceus. Yeah, implications are are like early 1800s. Which theoretically would be possible. Which would make sense given that 1850 is Paris. I love this. Alright, so what we are gonna have is we're gonna have the Jinx be the Dynamax play against the actually no. Should I have Jinx? No, we don't. No, we don't have Jinx. We don't have Jinx. Yeah, theoretically it was possible. Fascinating. Yeah, that'd be interesting. Yeah, it's gonna be fun to see. That is a fun thing to think about. But Sinnoh previously is based on Hokkaido, which Japan. I don't think that they can overlook. Yes, exactly. Takes place during the Hokkaido stuff, which is the Hokkaido stuff was happening even before then. It was just there was a big push during that. But I wouldn't call 16 years at most a very major thing. Where were we going on before? Get a debuff on this special attack. That'll be a deal on this thing. Yeah, no matter what you do, Peony, that could be good. But the Edo didn't early. The Edo period didn't early. So let's see. Let's go for history. No. Let's see. Early history. This is what I love about, like, yeah, history is fascinating. History is fascinating. Major restoration, known as restoration, shortly after the war. Major restoration. There were things prior. It was just stuff kind of went back and forth. A big giant big back and forth there. Like, Legends Arceus take was after the Edo period. We don't know who Telos went to war with. No, look, I think it was an internal conflict. Like, I think the idea was it's an internal thing. Like, the Kalos war thing, I don't think they ever intend to fully explain, because that happened thousands of years ago. That literally was 3,000 years ago. And the game takes place at most like 200 years in the past for Legends ZA. So the ancient war has like no bearing. Conflict ended in that, registration. Yep. Well, again, it was basically Europe. Well, again, it wasn't even like Europe as we know Europe. It was like Roman stuff. But even then, it was like 3,000 years ago. That's the region, right? We gotta remember, another region 3,000 years ago could have been a very different thing to the region we consider today. Like just look at a map of Europe from like 200, like 200, 300 years ago. It entirely looks completely different. Yeah, which again, I think that they just did 3,000 years ago just as a way of saying it's really, 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 really old. It's not meant to ever be like, oh, this makes sense. I think they just said it's meant to be old. Real life unification. Yeah, exactly. It was like, you go back a couple thousand years, you go back like, a couple hundred years, the whole world looked completely different on a map. So, like, what would be considered a different place, like a different region, like 1,500 years ago, is the different part of France today. It's weird. Again, history is genuinely fascinating. You go 3,000 years ago, pre-Roman. It goes pre-Roman. Rome Pokemon, Italy Pokemon region confirmed? That's probably pre-Greek, I think, then. Like, Greekish. Rome was even... That's probably, like, the Greek times, I guess. Maybe not even before that. Fun fact, the reason electrification of larger regions is more difficult in modern day is due to the increased cost of copper. Yeah, that makes sense. Yeah, that math checks out. So it wasn't far off. Well, part of it. Among other things. Yeah, you kind of mind a lot. Yep. Yeah, again, I think the whole 3,000 years ago thing, which is, oh, it's easy to say 3,000 years ago. Because, look, you go 1,000 years back, well, France generally as an entity kind of existed back then. It's not really that long ago in, like, the grander scheme of things. You go 2,000 years ago, well... There's some implications if you go 2,000 years ago. So we'll go 3,000 years ago. You get massive. Oh yeah, so massive about the Greeks. No country that's alive today existed in any form. Yeah, again, I think it was just they didn't want to go, oh yeah, it was specifically 1,500 years ago, because again, it's just a weirdly specific thing. It's just short and simple to say 3,000 instead of, like, 2,000, because again, you get into some implications if you go 2,000 years ago. There's some implications that could be there, and 1,000 years ago really isn't that far back enough. So it probably just came down to we need to make it sound really old and make it short and simple. Which is fascinating. If not even inhabited. Where Paris was today was tribal, if not uninhabited. See, you can tell this was before Pokemon started actually caring about the timeline. Whether AZ was lying or the Pokemon world is at least a few hundred years ahead of us. I mean, I think that would be at least like a few thousand. But see, here's the thing. We know it's not a few hundred years ahead of us. We saw from Legends Arceus that it's not a few hundred years ahead of us. It's roughly-ish compatible timeline-wise with us. Like, roughly. Like, the only thing that, like, unless they say the Dark Ages never happened in Pokemon. Like, if they go with the thing of, alright, the Dark Ages never existed in Europe, and, like, World War II never happened in the Pokemon timeline. Maybe. Like, maybe I could do that, but, like, 3,000 years ago things were more advanced. That doesn't really make sense. Not because they made a viable long-term clone in the 1900s. The reason Dark Ages happened IRL is because of the fall of Rome. Some beats haven't black holes. I mean, Water Absorb is a heck of a thing, James. Water Absorb is a heck of an ability. Okay, what the freak are we gonna go for here? None of these are good. We go in DD. Anyway, Empire falling means a Dark Age. Yeah. Still in my theory, the ultimate weapon was fired on Paldea, creating the Great Crater, and the whoever is responsible for giving Terapagos power. It's a dark period for Europe, a more peaceful time for Asia and stuff. We're learning in advance. Yep. Yeah, again, it's one of those things where I think the entire writing... I mean, we can also tell the writing of X and Y was not really well thought out, I guess is the best way of phrasing it. Great Creator of Paldea is legitimate. Yeah. Yeah, the great Creator of Paldea. Like, so, I mean, wait. Could the implication be that the Great Crater of Paldea is where Eternatus crash landed? Because, like, I just thought of something. Great Crater of Paldea, giant crater. Eternatus is a known alien. Eternatus is known to have crash landed from space. And it is in Galar. Galar is relatively close to Paldea. There is no crater anywhere in Galar. And we also know that, like, the wishing piece crystal-y things are a thing. Maybe. That's what's what. I mean, it could also be Terapagos was the meteor, but then we have, like, multiple asteroid, but, like, at this point, then we would have the Tau Dragons being aliens, Eternatus being an alien, Terapagos being an alien, and Necrozma being an extra-dimensional light-devouring entity. So, at this point, like, half of our... I mean, also, well, extra-dimensional is also the other Poké character. So, at this point, we have, like, aliens and extra-dimensional space monsters being half of our legendaries. As opposed to the genetic freak of abomination that is Mewtwo. The thing is, the turn is Terra Resident 1. Okay. So, I mean, that could make sense that Eternatus crash land in Paldea. That could make sense, possibly. Which one is more confusing? Pokemon. Pokemon. Yeah, no one takes this. No one takes the thing. The thing is, the Zelda timeline. Well, I mean, the Zelda timeline, they just don't care about anymore. They have actively decided with the Zelda games, the timeline doesn't matter. Tears of the Kingdom basically bodies any notions of the timeline existing because it actively conflicts with Skyward Sword. You know, like, yeah. Yeah, they said in an interview with UDK, yeah. Like, the timeline doesn't exist. There is no Zelda timeline. They're just making cool games because cool games. Like, Valley News Road happening in the dark times, yeah. There's a thing. When Sword takes this, yeah. Again, Pokemon, I think, I think Pokemon is probably trying a timeline of sorts thing. Maybe. But we just don't know yet. I would have asked Five Nights at Freddy's. I don't know a dang thing about Five Nights at Freddy's. Okay, yeah, we're ending off after this. The frame drops are getting horrible. Like, I don't know. Like, I need to go readjust the bitrate. Zelda timeline is up. Oh, we got Tagali, we got alternate realities. We got alternate realities, alternate timelines, alternate dimensions, parallel universes, and all this shenanigans. And I love it. I love this stuff. It's great. Like, I literally eat that stuff up because, like, I love those ideas. I love Elseworld stories. Like, technically, Gen 1. Yes. Gen 1 through 5 of the timelines. They even have Zinnia, like, specifically call out the timeline shenanigans with AZ firing the ultimate weapon being, like, the timeline split. Older looking looker. Can we all take a second to appreciate just, like, the absolute Giga Chad that is looker? I didn't watch it, Jared. I didn't watch it, so I can't remember it. What timeline is the most confusing? What if I was generating 9 digital way? Yeah. Well, do they mention Mega Well, no. No. Mega Evolution does exist. Because there are Pokedex entries that do specifically mention Mega Salamence, or well, they imply Mega Salamence in a Roaring Moon's Dex entry. So no, this does take place in the Mega Evolution timeline. Which again, timeline shenanigans, they make no sense. Legends are... Mega timeline. I mean, it could just be whatever. Well, yeah, but again, in universe, it still needs to make sense, though. Like, it's obviously it's a mythology gag, but in universe, it does still need to have an explanation. Yeah, we're not taking any of these. We're not taking any of these. Actually, no. We take the Glalie. We take the Glalie. I mean, basically the myth of Mega Salamence. Well, no. It says it resembles a Pokemon of a certain phenomena in another region. It is a present day reference to a present ongoing thing. Going to the old entry, Mega's fake. Like, why would a gimmick base affect something? Well, the thing is, you can see that is what's causing it. Like, you can see that Mega Glalie's jaw is hanging open and like flopping around. You can see Mega Tyranitar's back is literally ripped open. What you gotta remember, Mega Evolutions originate from the ultimate weapon. Mega Stones are not natural. They were created as basically like the radioactive fallout from the ultimate weapon's firing. So like that's the reason why Megas are nightmarish monsters. They are literally engines of war. Because if you remember, it never explicitly states how the ultimate weapon ended the war. It just says the ultimate weapon was fired and the war ended. Now, what more poetic way would it be for someone who lost their beloved companion Pokemon to end the war that took their beloved companion by turning the people responsible's Pokemon against them? Remember, Mega Evolutions don't exist anywhere else. They suddenly appeared about 3,000 years ago, after the ultimate weapon was fired. Why is it that the weapon fires and then Mega Evolution becomes a thing? Yeah, that is why Megas are nightmarish monster creatures. They were basically created to be nightmare monsters. The thing is, there has to be Mega Stones, aka radiation stones. Remember, it affects the rock. Remember, when you find the Mega Stones in things, they're veins of rock. And if you know, basically nuclear testing, it alters the sand and the rock by turning it into different things. Remember, there are things in Pokemon that are already naturally reactive stones that react with Pokemon. The evolution stones. They're naturally occurring, minerals that have an effect on Pokemon naturally. A much more specialized, specific interaction isn't too out of the question. Remember, the mossy rocks specifically only interact with Eve. The icy stone only specifically interacts with Glaceon before, they made this with the icy stone. There are specific rocks that deliberately interact with Pokemon to augment them. The Mega Evolution stone causing laser from the ultimate weapon isn't really that different, all things considered. But this is where we swap out the Chinchino for the Glalie. Hello there, Mold, how are you doing? Why don't my brain connect to the fact that the Bible won't say anything about dinosaurs? I have no clue. I mean, the thing is, there needs to be DNA in the Mega Stones to work on with these Pokemon. Not exactly, remember. There's no DNA in, the Firestone that specifically causes the Firestone to react with Eevee or, Growlithe. It's just, it happens to naturally react. As well as, why are there 2 Mega Stones for Mewtwo? A Pokemon that did not exist until 30 years ago. When there are 2 Mega Stones created 3,000 years ago. Now, now the whole thing is, it shows that Game Freak just didn't have a plan going into things. But again, it's a genuine, requiring explanation for why it is a genetically engineered freak of nature has Mega Stones that react to it from 3,000 years ago. The rocks already existed. It just happens to be the thing that reacts to it. And prove my point. The regular item, at least the flame stuff, does regular stuff. That's what I mean. It just happens to react with those particular Pokemon. It's a rock that just happens to interact with Pokemon. Yeah, it's just coincidence. I mean, I'm gonna be honest here. I always assumed it was either Team Rocket or someone who made the Mega Stones. But again, that just further proves the thing. Mega Stones are artificial. The Mega things are artificial. You can specifically create them. But also, why is it that the Mega Stones react to Pokemon that are not even natively from, they're not even naturally from Kalos? Charmander and the Kanto starters. they're not from Kalos. So it wouldn't really make sense that, like, 3,000 years ago, there happened to be, like, a DNA of the Charmander family in these rocks. It doesn't really make sense. I don't know, it's again, it goes into Game Freak didn't have a plan for a story in deep lore when they made it, but there needs to be an explanation for why it happened. Yeah. Which again goes back to the thing I said about the Mega Stones were created from the Ultimate Weapon. Remember, the Ultimate Weapon was created using, like, the souls harvested from Pokemon. And if you look at a number of the Pokemon that, you know, were on, you know, the rocks, which the funny thing is, the rocks outside Geocenter are actually based on actual standings of the Francis the Karnak stones. There's a number of Pokemon in there that have Mega Evolutions. Like Abomasnow. So, Pokemon were harvested, fueled the Ultimate Weapon, Ultimate Weapon fired, Ultimate Weapon creates Mega Stones. Possibly. 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 So again, AZ created Mega Evolutions. And that's why Mega Evolution deck centers are freaking nightmarish monsters. Because they were specifically created to be monsters. Mega Evolutions are part of my friendship, everyone. They're nightmarish monsters literally designed only for just game-ending everything. That's terrifying. That's why I don't trust them. That's why I don't trust Megas. They're literally designed for one thing. Kill. For Megas to be created, you probably need 1,000 Pokemon Soul. GG. But that, I think, is going to be the only, I think we're going to be ending up, because we're losing, like, 1/5 of our frames right now. Alright, I need to fix this software. Like, I'm not even running the replay buffer is the thing. Like, I need to figure out what's going on with this thing. Because, like, again, we fixed this 3 months ago. Like, maybe it was because I was doing a lot of editing earlier today, maybe that's what it is, but I don't think it's that. I just need to shut it down and restart it. Alright, let's go find, we have to go find someone to raid. Let's go raid Razzie. No shiny. No shiny. No shiny. No shiny. Let's go raid Razzie. I need to figure out what's going on with my streaming software and fix it. This is... It's infuriating that the same issue is popping up again after we already fixed it. Again, I think it's just going to be dropped a bitrate again. But we'll need to look into that. But thank you guys for tuning in. It does mean the world. Ahsoka, this was fun. But I'll see you guys next time.